So I noticed in 2013 that I had amassed a following of like 1 million plus on social media. And I felt as though, look, you know, social media is really just an advertising platform. It's a way for people to actually monetize me, monetize my audience. And I felt like living in a land of technology now and innovation and entrepreneurship, I should actually have a direct contact with all my fans.
The consumer, correct.
Right. So I gave my number out. Started giving my number out 2013.
You're the first crazy person to do that. I'm giving my number, but you gave your real number out.
Yeah, I gave my real number out. And actually,
maybe
you know,
Mike Jones
Mike
did
Jones.
it.
Mike Jones.
Yeah.
Mike Jones was
the real OG, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, look, in 2013, what's beautiful about 2013 versus when Mike Jones gave his number out is that I could actually put real technology behind it and have a smart way to actually manage all the inbound requests. So like right now, anybody can leave their number at textryan.com. My direct phone number will text them back. So I decided, like, look, I wanted to see what I could do if I could have people text me if they wanted my album. So then that way, anybody that wasn't interested, they could, you know, listen to whatever else that was on streaming services. But anybody that wanted to text me and wanted my album, they could text me to get it. And so that's how I basically built a technology company around direct-to-consumer, selling, etc. And if you really, if you look at Nipsey Hussle's mailbox money, he also employed the same kind of strategies and tactics. So he decided he was going to sell his second mixtape for $1,000, right? And he did it on my platform. So really the beauty was that everyone thought that I just disappeared, but in reality, I was able to actually just connect with the people who really cared about my music. And they paid me directly. I didn't have to wait for streaming services, etc. Everything was just direct. And so I can now tour based on just who I know every single person that actually bought my record.
That is Ryan Leslie with his 15-minute sale generator. Huh? Well, what is a 15-minute sale generator? I know that's the questions that you asking right now. Yeah. That's the reason you clicked this video, right? Bro. Well, we're gonna talk about it. But first, I'm gonna need you to hit that like button and hit that notification so you won't miss any of my videos telling you about business and music. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. What up, what up, what up, what up? This your boy Yeno. Welcome to the Stripper Game. Today we're gonna be talking about Ryan Leslie 15-minute sale generator. What is a 15-minute sale generator? A 15-minute sale generator is text message marketing. Well, what is text message marketing? Text message marketing is a method where businesses and organizations use opt-in text messages to send out specials, coupons, promotions, alerts, and highly targeted permission-based text messages. And I know, you was like, in your last video, you just gave me the tools on how to create email marketing. And I'm gonna set up this email marketing campaign to drive my business up because I felt like that was the best way to grow my business. And chill, relax. You know your boy got you. We had to set that up because we have to have an online presence. You know, online presence, you're gonna need email marketing. It's still effective, so I advise you to have email marketing as well. But the difference between email marketing and text message marketing is the data. Email marketing open rate is 15 to 25%, and the click-through rate is about 2.5% versus text message marketing. The open rate is 99%, and the click-through rate is 45%. You see how I had to change my tone on that? I had to let you know. So which one you rather have? You rather have email marketing or you rather have text message marketing? Exactly. You like, come on. Go ahead and show me how to do text message marketing because this sounds like this gonna grow my business even faster. I'm gonna show you how to start. Before you even get into sending the text messages, you gotta build your list. How do you build your list? You're gonna do it by marketing, and you're gonna do it with a specific kind of marketing, a marketing that I have not talked about before, and it's called guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing is unconventional marketing strategies. Basically, what I mean by that, you gotta be in the trenches. You got to be in the trenches getting it. The way you'll do it is you have to go into your local community and find out areas where people in your niche tend to go to. For example, most artists that's trying to get their music out there think about open mics. And the reason why I know this because I tried it. I was like, what is the best way for people to hear my music and for me to perform at a live show? And you do this by open mics. So now that I understand my audience, I'm gonna go to open mics to practice guerrilla marketing. So I'm at an open mic location. And the objective of coming to an open mic is to market. And the purpose of marketing is to sell your product. But how do you sell your product to a person that you don't know that's interested in your product? Well, you do this by providing value.
100.
You see how this thing keep coming up? People don't care about what you got going on until you make yourself valuable to them. So you need to find out what a person needs, and whatever they need, you provide that value to them. This is how the law of exchange works. And it's 2 questions that you can ask to understand what a person needs and what value you can provide for them. The first question you can ask is, what brings you out here today? Simple. It's a simple little question, right? This is gonna get a person to tell you why they're here. If they're telling you why they're here, ding, 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 that gets you this much closer to understanding what a person needs. Once they tell you why they at this location, you need to ask a question that defines their purpose. And that question is, what are you trying to do with ... For example, why are you trying to perform your music here? That question is gonna bring you closer, if not to it, what a person's purpose is. Once you find out their purpose, you want to pivot into your direct promotion. And you do this by telling them, well, I can help you with this. So after you find out what a person needs, you get their contact information. So you should have cards because you're a business person. So make sure you have cards. And if you don't have cards, you can get this thing on your phone called Couple. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in another video. But you get their contact information. And once you get their contact information, you do this to the next person, the next person, the next person. As many as people you can talk to. Next, after you got this list of contacts from going to an open mic, you need to send out a text message. And to do that, first thing you need to do, you need to download shortcuts. Once you have downloaded shortcuts, you need to find your contacts. You need to set it up where you're finding your contact. And to do this, you want to set it up where it's looking through your contacts in the note session. You have a certain description that it can pull from that contact. So you went to this location and you met a bunch of people. You need to go to your contact session, go down to the notes, and you need to put a description that describes how you met this person. So for this instance, I'm gonna put in Yeno Mason fan. So everybody that I met at this location, I'm gonna write in the note session that they are a Yeno Mason fan. Then after you get the system to find your contacts, you need to repeat each item. So you need to click right here and click that so it can say repeat each item. And next you want to send a text message. Text messages need to be broken down into 3 components. The first component, you need to introduce yourself. The second component, you need to ask them how are they doing with the process of ... And the third component is direct promotion. So that would be like, hey, you know, I met you at this open mic location and you was telling me about promoting your music. How's that going? Do you feel like you're getting everything you need with your marketing strategy? Well, have you tried this out? That's all you need to do. Then after you send your text, you need to send repeat. You done set up your text message marketing campaign. Now, I do want to say this is manual, so you have to do this every time, but it is for free. You don't have to worry about paying for no service and working on automation. Just give you time to really get in the field and learn your community. Because with anything you're doing, you have to build your community to build your brand. So click right here and I'm gonna show you how to build your community for your brand.